Book of Heaven. Volume 12, May 8th, 1919. Cause and necessity of the pains which the divinity gave to the humanity of Jesus. The reason why he has delayed in making them known. Finding myself in my usual state, I was thinking about the pains of my adorable Jesus, especially those which the divinity made the most holy humanity of our Lord suffer. Meanwhile, I felt myself being drawn inside the heart of my Jesus, and I took part in the pains of his most holy heart, which the divinity made him suffer during the course of his life upon earth. These pains are quite different from those which blessed Jesus suffered in the course of his passion from the hands of the Jews. They are pains which almost cannot be described. From the little I shared in them, I can say that I felt a sharp, bitter pain, accompanied by a tearing of the heart itself, such that I felt myself dying in reality. And then Jesus, almost with a prodigy of his love, gave me life again. Then, after I suffered, my sweet Jesus told me,
"Daughter of my pains, know that the pains which the Jews gave me were the shadow of those which the divinity gave me. And this was just in order to receive full satisfaction. Man in sinning offends the supreme majesty not only externally, but also internally, and he disfigures in his interior the divine part which was infused in him when he was created. So, sin is formed first in the interior of man, and then comes outside. Even more, many times what comes outside is the minimum part. The greatest remains in the interior. Now, creatures were incapable of penetrating into my interior and making me satisfy, through pains, the glory of the Father, which they had denied to him with so many offenses of their interior. More so, since these offenses wounded the noblest part of the creature, that is, the intellect, the memory and the will, in which the divine image is imprinted. Who, then, was to take on this commitment if the creature was incapable? Therefore, it was almost necessary that the very divinity would take on this commitment and act as my loving executioner, and though loving, more demanding, in order to receive full satisfaction for all the sins committed in the interior of man. The divinity wanted the complete work and the full satisfaction of the creature, both of the interior and of the exterior. So, in the passion which the Jews gave me, I satisfied the external glory of the Father, which creatures had taken away from him. In the passion which the divinity gave me during the whole course of my life, I satisfied the Father for all the sins of the interior of man. From this you can comprehend how the pains which I suffered from the hands of the divinity surpassed by far the pains which creatures gave me. Even more, they almost cannot be compared, and they are less accessible to the human mind. Just as there is great difference between the interior and the exterior of man, much greater is the difference between the pains which the divinity inflicted upon me and those which creatures gave me on the last day of my life. The first ones were cruel tearings, superhuman pains, capable of giving me death, and repeated deaths in my inmost parts, of both soul and body. Not even a fiber was spared me. The second were bitter pains, but not tearings capable of giving me death at each pain. But the divinity had the power and the will to do so. Ah, how much man costs me! But man, ungrateful, does not care about me, and does not try to comprehend how much I have loved him and suffered for him. So much so that he has not even come to understand all that I suffered in the passion that creatures gave me. And if they do not understand the lesser, how can they understand the greater, which I suffered for them? This is why I delay in revealing the innumerable and unheard of pains which the divinity gave me because of them. But my love wants outpouring and requital of love. Therefore I call you in the immensity and height of my will, where all these pains are in act. And not only do you take part in them, but in the name of the whole human family you honor them and give them requital of love. And together with me, you substitute for all that creatures owe. But, to my highest sorrow and to greatest harm for themselves, they do not give it a thought.
Thank you for being a part of our community here at Divine Will app. If you enjoy listening to Jesus' lessons on how to live in the divine will, please give this video a thumbs up. Your likes help us reach more souls yearning to live in the kingdom of the divine will. We'd love to hear your thoughts and reflections, so drop a comment below. Your insights not only enrich our community, but also inspire others on their spiritual journey. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. By joining us, you're helping to spread the news of the kingdom of the divine will, so that together we can bring His kingdom to reign on earth as it is in heaven. In the divine will, always.